Greetings and welcome to tinfoilchef.com. In this episode, I'm going to talk to you for a minute about Fancy Feast appetizers for cats. And that's the reason I've got Gizmo here in the shot with me. Because I personally, of course, can't vouch for the taste of the stuff or how good it is. But I can tell you that this little guy made very short work of a 2-ounce serving of that stuff. He got rid of it in as little as 5 minutes. And he was very, very certain to make it clear that he wanted more of it. So I'd say that this stuff is pretty good. He liked it, he went through it quickly, and he wanted more. And what more can you ask when a cat saying that he wants more? And okay, yeah, they don't talk, but they make it very clear what they want, don't they, cat lovers? Okay, the next thing I want to talk about is my 8-spice home fries. Now this basically is about 6 or 8 potatoes that's been cut into wedges, or actually kind of really big chips, and then they get coated with a mixture of 8 spices and a little bit of olive oil and baked up. So let's head to the kitchen and make us some really good home fries. Alrighty, I'm just finishing up cutting up a half a dozen medium-sized potatoes into long wedges, kind of like this. Throwing them into a good-sized bowl that has a lid. Okay, now to this bowl of potatoes, we start out, just drizzle in a little bit of extra virgin olive oil, about like that. If you have to measure, it's probably about roughly 2 tablespoons or so. And then we've got our collection of spices. Start out a little bit of garlic powder, add to that a little bit of paprika. If you can get the good smoky paprika, that's even better. And some parsley, some dried parsley flakes. About a palmful of dried thyme. About the same amount of parsley, honestly. It's kind of a judgment call. There's no set measurements to here. And shake on some dill weed. I don't know about you, but I love having dill in a lot of things, and it's really great in potatoes. And now we add to that some celery seed. And a little bit of ground ginger. Give it a little bit of snap. So excuse the pun. Finally, we'll add a little bit of curry powder. And depending on your taste for flavors that bite, you might want to be a little bit careful with the curry powder. Now, to mix all this up, just put the lid on here and shake it. after a minute of shaking, or even less, you end up with your potato wedges nice and evenly coated with the spices and the olive oil. Alright, just lay these things out here like so. And by the way, you may have noticed I left the skin on the potatoes. Partly that's because I like them that way, and partly it's because, did you know that most of the nutritional value of a potato is within 1/8 of an inch or so of the skin. So if you leave the skins on, you have a much better potato dish. Alrighty, now we take our potatoes, pop them in the oven, 450 degrees. Now they'll cook for about half an hour or so. And what you do is when they get to about halfway, we'll take them back out and flip them over and put them back in. Alrighty, it's been 15 minutes. So we're going to take these out and turn them over. Okay, we just turn these over. Don't hold on to the hot pan with your bare hand, or you'll burn yourself like I just did. Now, you can go through here and flip each one individually with a fork or a tongs or something like that if you want to. Personally, I just get out a spatula and flip them as best I can. It's not rocket science, and it doesn't have to be exact. Just do a quick flip on these things, turn them over. Okay, now they can go back into the oven. Now we just put it back in here for another 15 minutes and they'll be done. Alrighty, now it's been a half an hour, so we're going to take these out and our fries are done. Just spatula and serve some up here. Now ordinarily, this would be where the point where I'd say that there's our fries and they look real good. But I'm going to kick mine up just a little bit of a notch here, because these things are great, just exactly the way you see them right here. But I tell you what you do. What you do is you get a hold of a can of chili, or homemade chili, whatever. I've got some Armour original chili with beans, and I'm going to use that. And I'm just going to put some chili right over here on top of these beans, or on top of these potatoes, excuse me. I'm thinking about the beans and the chili. Some chili over the top of that. Now that rocks. The only way you could make this any better would be to take some shredded cheese, Monterey Jack, cheddar, mozzarella, whatever kind of cheese floats your boat, and put on top of that, and you have an absolutely great meal, which I am about to do. Thanks for watching.